Okay, uh, we'll begin with we'll begin our series with a small prayer to Lord Mahaganpati. ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमस्रवस्तमं जयस्तराजं ब्रह्मणा ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ गङ्गणाधिपतये नमः. Namaste everyone. So we'll begin with our today's session on Khar and Kharesh transit analysis. So today we'll be talking about what is Khar and how this is going to be applied in Gochar analysis. First of all, let us understand the meaning of word Khar. So, Khar is a Sanskrit word that means hard, harsh. It means rough, pungent, acid, dense, hurtful, injurious. So it is something that causes nuisance, that inflicts pain, and that is something not associated with good things actually. As you see in Ramayana, there was Asura called Dhenuka, who was called Khar also. He was slain by Lord Ram. A crow or heron is also called khar. A thorny plant that can cause pain and that can cause small accidents also, that is also called khar. So as you see, it's a hurtful uh, piece of existence that that has the capacity to give pain to you. It's called khar. And kharesh is that inflictor. Kharesh is that actor which is giving you this pain. So in the transit, we we have to find out, uh, we have to reckon certain planet that has the capacity to obstruct our intentions, that has the capacity to inflict pain to us. We have to identify such planets, and we have to identify such periods of transit that has this that has power to inflict pain to us. So that's the goal of this presentation today. We'll begin with the this. So this is the tropical zodiac that is divided into 12 rashis. As you know, the Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer till Pisces. So these 12 rashis are analyzed in the native chart to to understand the characteristics of native, to calculate mahadashas and dashas, shardashas, to find out the periods of the fortunes and misfortunes in his life. And the first level analysis of the chart is done by placement of planets in these rashis. As we delve further into this, we find out that these rashis can be further divided into several harmonics, and these harmonics can be studied further to study a particular aspect of native's life. For example, this zodiac can be divided into each rashis can be divided into 9 parts, and those 9 parts are mapped to several other rashis and planets to uh, basically study the 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 uh, the 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 chances of fortunes and misfortune. These are called Navansh Kundlis, D9 charts, and similarly, it can be the whole zodiac can be divided into 12 parts called Dwadashans part, 16 parts called Shodashans part, and D30, D60, D45. So these are the harmonics, the division of the Rashi chart that are studied to reckon a particular aspect of native's life. One of the important division of this chart is of this divisional chart, Varg Chakras in Hindi. It's called Varg Chakras. is the D3 chart. We call it Drakshan chart, Drakshan Kundli, wherein we divide the Rashi into three parts. As we know, Rashi is of 30 degrees. So if you divide it equally in three parts, it becomes 10 degrees each. So from 0 to 10 degree is the first Drakshan of Rashi, from 10 degrees to 20 degrees is the second Drakshan of Rashi, from 20 degrees to 30 degrees is the third Drakshan of Rashi. Now as we have 12 Rashis, so in total we have 36 Drakshans. Okay. Now now each 36 Drakshan, they have the, what you can say, uh, it is better to understand in terms of the elements that each Rashi contains. Now, as we have seen here, like the Rashis that exist in trine, they have the same element. Like Aries is in trine with Leo and Sagittarius, and all these Rashis, they have the same element, that is Agni. It's called fiery sign. Similarly, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, these are earthy signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, these are airy signs. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, these are watery signs. And these signs, they exist in trine to each other, that is 159 to each other. Now, this concept is going to be used in understanding what is Drakshkan and how we calculate the Drakshkan lords. Now, if we have to find out who is the ruler of each Drashkan in each Rashi, we'll take an example of Aries. So let's say Aries, we divide into three parts. 0 to 10 degrees is the first Drakshan. So the first Drakshan is ruled by Aries Lord, that is Mars itself. The second Drakshan exists from 10 degrees to 20 degrees. That is ruled by the fifth sign from it. That is the Lord of Leo, which is Sun. So, and similarly, the third Drakshan is ruled by the ninth sign from it, which is Sagittarius, and the Lord is Jupiter. So, the first Drakshan of Aries is ruled by Mars. The second Drakshan of Taurus of Aries is ruled by by Sun. The third Drakshan of Aries is ruled by Jupiter. Okay. Now we take another example of Libra. Now Libra, we can divide into three parts again on the similar fashion. So here also we have to see the first Drakshan is ruled by the Rashi itself, by the Lord of the first Rashi itself. The Lord of second Drakshan is ruled by the Lord of fifth Rashi, and the third Drakshan is ruled by the Lord of ninth Rashi. Now the first Rashi is ruled by Venus, so the first Drakshan of Libra is ruled by Shukra. The second Drakshan of Libra is ruled by the fifth sign from it, which is ruled by Saturn and Rahu. Similarly, the third one is ruled by Mercury. Okay. Now this we are going to use to find out the Khar Drakshan and the Kharesh. Okay. Now let's say Khar Drakshan is the 22nd Drakshan from the ascendant or moon. Let's say somebody is born in the first 10 degrees of Leo, which is the first Drakshan of Leo. We have to count till 22nd Drakshan from ascendant. So if we keep on counting from Leo till Pisces, we reach to Pisces. We like 1 2 3 4 5 6 till 22nd, and we find out that the first 10 degrees of Pisces becomes the 22nd Drakshan of the Leo. Okay, so the 22nd Drakshan is called the Khar Drakshan for this native, and the Lord of this, since it is the first Drakshan of Leo, it is ruled by Jupiter itself, so the Lord becomes Kharesh. So here we see Jupiter becomes Kharesh, and the 0 to 10 degrees of Pisces becomes the Khar Drakshan. Okay, now we see the next example. Now suppose if somebody was born in the second Drakshan of Leo, then in the similar fashion we'll count till 22nd Drakshan, and we'll come to know that it is the second Drakshan of Pisces also. So we go on to calculate the Kharesh, we go on to calculate the Lord of 22nd Drakshan. And it is the fifth sign from it, which is Moon. Okay, so the Khar Drakshan for this native becomes the 20 degree to 30 degree of Pisces, and the Kharesh becomes Moon. Similarly, if somebody is born in the 20 degree to 30 degree of Leo, that is the third Drakshan of Leo, then the the last Drakshan of Pisces becomes the 22nd Drakshan, and that Lord we can find out from the ninth Lord from there, that is Scorpio, which is ruled by Mars and Ketu. So that's how we recognize the Khar planet, the Khar Drakshan, and the Kharesh. And as we know, here Ketu will also come, because Ketu rules Ketu rules Scorpio along with Mars. No, the rule. Now the rule is the Khar Drakshan and the Kharesh. They both give negative impact to native's life. So we have to study them in the transit chart. And the following rule is, when the Kharesh transits over the Khar Drakshan, that's a bad period. When the Kharesh transits over the Lagna, that is also a bad period. When the Lagna Lord transits the Khar Drakshan, that is also a troublesome time, and the same results we have to analyze from Moon also. Okay. Now, now in the charts I have seen that even Kharesh recognized from Moon, if it is transiting the Lagna, which is the ascendant, then also similar situation occurs. So we have to see this in example. Here the example, we have a very famous well-known chart of India. He's He's the famous actor of Bollywood, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, and you see his Aquarius ascendant with Ketu in the ascendant. Ascendant degree is the 22nd degree, which is the third Drakshan of Aquarius, and so first we have to calculate the Khar Drakshana and the Kharesh. So we will start counting from there. If we start counting from Aquarius third Drakshan, we come to know that the last Drakshan of Virgo becomes the Khar Drakshan from ascendant, and Lord of and the Kharesh becomes, since it is the third sign, so we have to see the ninth Lord, which is Venus. So Venus becomes Kharesh. Same thing we have to do from Moon also. Moon is in Libra in the second Drakshan. So in order to find out the Kharesh from there, we have to start counting from there, and the 22nd Drakshan comes in Taurus, and Taurus second Drakshan is lorded by Mercury, since it is fifth from there. So the Kharesh from Moon becomes Mercury. Okay, now we have to see, he had a very fatal accident in 1982. So we have to analyze, we are here to analyze that accident based on our study of Kharesh. Okay, so let us apply that principle over here. Now you see, on the accident day, Saturn was transiting Virgo at 24 degree, that is the third Drakshan, which is Khar Drakshan for Lagna, from Lagna for Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. He has Moon also in 24 degree. Okay, and Mercury is in Cancer. Now Moon and Mercury, they are in Parivartan Yoga. As you see, Moon Lord of Cancer in Virgo, Mercury Lord of Virgo in Cancer. So they are behaving as if they are in their own sign. So Moon at 24 degrees is actually behaving, is taking job of Mercury here. So you see Saturn and Mercury both are in the third direction of Virgo, which is the Khar direction. Mercury was direction from Moon also. Okay, and Saturn was the Lagna Lord, and Lagna Lord was transiting Khar. So we see two rules are applying simultaneously over here. Now Saturn, being the Lagna Lord, it's very slow planet. So you see, Saturn will take 27 years to again come back to the same direction once again. So the power to inflict pain, as I've seen normally, it's my observation. Like the the Kharesh could be a slow planet as well as very fast planet. So if it is very slow planet, then it it causes obstructions after a very long period of time. Like Saturn, it comes back to the same sign after 27 years. So it takes the whole load together and puts it on the inflicts that pain on the native. Whereas if you see somebody is, let's say, Sagittarius ascendant in the first direction, so the courage becomes Moon. Okay, now Moon transits Sagittarius and Cancer every month. So every month twice he is not going to meet an accident. That's for sure. So what happens that since that pain is divided twice every month, so it's like as if he's getting that obstruction every month twice, and he's doing it in installment. Okay, so that is my observation actually. When you see any slow planet in the transiting Khar direction or as a Kharesh, then it gives pain a lot, since since it happens at a very longer period of time. And if very fast moving planet like Moon or Mercury comes, then it gives very then it inflicts uh, small amounts in short intervals. Okay, so there are several other uses also of this 20-second Dakshan and Kharesh. We can see we can use it to identify how it can cause pain to the relatives that are signified by other planets also. We will in other sessions, in further sessions, we'll take that up, and also other transit analysis will take up in the end. Okay, so that's all from my side. Viewers, let's see how you apply it on your own charts, and ping me and comment me on this YouTube channel if you have any doubt or if I missed anything. Okay, so thank you very much.